Hi everyone, today I'm going to be going over 5 easiest government contracts to win in 2024. I'm going to be sharing the contracts, how to find them, and why they're easier than other government contracts. So let's get going. The first government contract opportunity we're going to talk about is pressure washing. So these include services such as cleaning sidewalks, parking lots, government buildings, parks, and so on. Government agencies, states, cities, they have a lot of buildings, they have a lot of parking lots, and a lot of public areas that they have to have clean. So there are plenty of opportunities when it comes to actually pressure washing contracts. But the reason we think these government contracts are less competitive is one, low initial investment. You do not require a big capital to start a pressure washing company. It's not like starting a construction company or real estate company. You can start small and then you can scale as you get bigger, which gets me to my second point, which is you can start on a small scale and you can still compete and win government contracts. You don't have to be a big company to actually win pressure washing contracts. The most important aspect as well is the localized nature of the contracts. What that means is because you're only competing with pressure washing companies in your city, you're not competing with pressure washing companies who maybe are better or bigger in a different state or different city. So that makes the competition easier because you're not competing with that many companies. You're only competing with companies that do pressure washing in your city. So you have better chance of actually winning these contracts. Now, how to find these contracts? You can go on sam.gov and then you can click on search, select domain contract opportunities, and then you have to select this code. I have all of these resources here, so you don't have to worry. I have them in the description. So the code that you have to put in is 561210, and that's for facility support services. I have the search on sam.gov, so you can just click on it and browse these contracts. And I've also have a comprehensive free list of active government cleaning contracts that gets updated daily. So this one is free, and I'll also have it in the description. So as you can see, these contracts with a description, and you can click on them and bid on them, and hopefully win them. Last thing is you can go on samsearch.co and you can find these government contracts. It's as easy as typing in a text message. You can just say whatever you want, and then if there are government contracts, that in this case, for example, pressure washing, it's able to find relevant ones, and you can go ahead and bid and hopefully win them and make a lot of money. Second opportunity is selling office supplies to the government. So this includes selling pencils, uh, chairs, desks, calendars, notebooks, and so on. There are a lot of agencies, a lot of government agencies, a lot of office government employees that require these things. And there's plenty of these opportunities, so that's good for you. But the reason why we think these government contracts are easier, one, there's a lot of demand. So there are a lot of government agencies, a lot of people working for the government that require these things on a frequently. So there's a lot of demand, which opens up the room for a lot of companies to actually supply these resources. The second thing, which is big one for new government contractors, is that it's very straightforward. It's not like it's very easy. You have to supply something that you know what it is, and there's not much that goes into submitting a bid and so on because the requirements should be straightforward. It's not like getting a bid, for example, when it comes to healthcare. A lot of requirements, a lot of things that you have to cover. So with this, it's pretty straightforward and as straightforward as it gets for government contracts. The third and most important one is ease of entry. You can start a company and you can sell these office supplies to the government today. Like it's not rocket science. You're just selling, and then you're going to make a profit margin. So I really recommend getting into this. And there are a lot of contracts, as you can see. So to find these office supplies government contracts, same way, click on contract opportunities, and then the code is, there are two codes, 8135, that's packaging and packing bulk materials, and then there's the product, which is 32220. That's paper bag, treated paper manufacturing. As always, I have the search link in the description, and I also have a comprehensive list of printing services, government contracts. Again, this gets updated daily, so make sure you use it. It's free. Why not? Again, Sam search, type in office supplies, you get plenty of contracts. The third one is litter pickup. So state, federal government, even cities, they allocate a lot of resources and budget to clean the city up, clean government buildings, sidewalks, parks, and so on. So there are plenty of contracts when it comes to trash pickup. Um, and then the reason that you should consider bidding on these contracts is three main reasons. One, there will always be demand. People will always, whereas human, we produce a lot of litter and so trash, and so there will always be a need for litter pickup. So you'll never go out of business. And the second thing is it's pretty straightforward. The contract is pretty straightforward. The requirements usually are straightforward. What you need to include in your proposal is straightforward. So it's really simple to get your foot in the door with this one. The third one is high profit margin. Usually you can make a good amount of money with these contracts because it's not costing you much. So you're providing a service to the government, and it's really not that expensive to offer the service. So the profit margin there is pretty good. And then, as always, I've shared how to find these contracts. Most important thing that you have to look for is the code, which is S205. That's housekeeping, trash, and garbage collection. And then you have 562111, which is solid waste collection. There's also this free list of government cleaning contracts. So check this out. Um, I have it in the description. And as always, you can use SAM-Search to find these contracts. The fourth one, which might be a surprise to some of you, which is unarmed security. So uh, unarmed security is required in government buildings, libraries, events. Um, a lot of places the government requires unarmed security. And the reason why it might be easier to get unarmed security contracts is three main reasons. One is less licensing requirements. So you don't need a lot of licenses that you would have to have if you were doing armed security. So that's easier. And also you don't have to pay a high insurance cost as compared to armed security. So that's also good. And the third one is high ticket contracts. You can win a lot of money with these contracts. Um, the uh, the code for security is 561612, and you can find these security contract bids on SAM-Search for free as well. I have that linked in the description. And then you can also go on samsearch.co and search for these easily, and you'll find them. Finally, the last one is landscaping and ground maintenance. So again, a lot of government agencies, a lot of government buildings, they have to take care of the ground maintenance and landscaping. So they have a lot of contracts for landscaping. So there are plenty of these opportunities. And the reason why these are easy is one, it doesn't require much to actually start a landscaping company or contract a landscaping company. Again, you don't have to be the one doing the job. You can contract a landscaping company. More on that in a later video. So it's really easy to get started with these type of contracts. And the good thing about this is you can scale as you grow. So you can start with small contracts, and you can actually find small contracts that don't require much. But then as your company gets bigger, you can win bigger and bigger contracts and hopefully make a lot more money. And then once the agencies know you, they trust you, you'll get bigger contracts. They will always have you in the loop. So they know when you bid again, if you did a good job, they will hire you again, which is good. So it's once you build trust, you can always win these contracts and again and again, because there will always be need for landscaping. The code for landscaping is 561730. I have the search linked in the description and a free list of landscaping government contracts. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I have all the resources shared in the description. So make sure you check them out, and I hope you win a lot of government contracts. Hopefully this was helpful, and I wish you best of luck. Thank you.